Finally,
Finally.
it's done. Let's do it. Let's talk about the brand new schedules UI in Zenduty.
Yeah.
Ah,
Looks nice, right?
it does. It really does. Did you have fun building it?
I had a lot of fun.
Well, I had fun developing it as well. It's a huge change, right? It's probably one of the biggest change to schedules that we've pushed in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really excited to show it to everyone. So, would you like to walk everyone through on the design front of schedules?
Sure, let's do it.
Our UI has been redesigned from the ground up after months of research and customer studies. The new UI shows you both the edit panel and preview in the same view, beside each other. A clear division of real estate, dedicated space for previewing and for editing. So you can see your changes in real time as you make them. Using the top panel, you can control the preview, time zone, and settings of your schedules. To err is human, and minor oversights while setting up complex schedules can happen to the best of us. We want to help you catch those pesky typos on the spot rather than after a misfired incident escalation. Which is why we build stronger validation into the editor itself, with additional safety nets to ensure that mishaps while creating a schedule are minimal. The editor can now prompt you if something doesn't seem peachy. For instance, a restriction overlapping with another, an override overlapping with another, a layer override without a user, a layer with an elapsed end time, an invalid or empty date, anywhere in your layers, overrides, or restrictions. We introduce some handy shortcuts to save your time. You can now press Shift to add multiple users into your user rotations. Also reorder your users with a brand new drag and drop interface. And when you're done, simply hit Command S. That's it. Now when you're done, our brand new schedule lets you know what the coverage of the schedule is and whether the schedule is connected to an escalation policy or not. If it's not connected, you simply have to connect your new schedule to your escalation policy. You're good to go.
And I actually had a lot of fun designing it.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And I heard there's a lot of changes under the hood.
There is, yes.
Yeah. Would you like to open your change log?
Sure, of course. I've been waiting for you to ask, honestly.
Yeah.
Our internal changelog says there are over 103 different new features and advancements that we've made.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to walk you through some of them,
Yep.
right? And this release was a features galore. This release is jam-packed with so many features that we couldn't possibly fit it all into one video. Which is why we've cherry-picked a few minor ones that we'd like to rapid fire. So time zones are now handled more consistently across all parts of the editor. Override names can now be generated automatically depending on the user and the time that you've selected. And this also takes effect for overrides that you've created from the schedule preview itself. Oh, I want to show you an interesting feature that we went over the top to just to make things a little more peachy. So let's say I've got an auto-generated override name at this particular time. So if I actually go and edit the override time here, it automatically updates the override name as well. You don't have to worry about your auto-named overrides being misleading after they were edited. Layers now indicate when the layer was last updated, and you can now view the count of layers, count of upcoming overrides, completed overrides, and connections. We're also really excited to announce that we've completely changed the date picker to something that's more tried and tested across the Zenduty UI. The all-new Enso date picker is consistent with what you would have seen in the incident filters and analytics. And we now have date presets on the left, so you can quickly select predefined date selections, so you can build your schedules faster. Now for restriction pickers, we've tried something entirely new. This is a first look at a picker that you've probably never seen anywhere else. Introducing the week picker, a unique design that sort of combines time selection along with selecting the days of a particular week. And we've optimized the drag and drop logic to be more efficient while rendering previews and reduces the chance of race conditions while these previews are rendered. We also let you discard specific changes, or we even let you reset the entire schedule changes altogether. The logic of the editor has now been rewritten to manage state updates more reliably. We now detect unsaved changes and prompt you before navigating elsewhere. The performance improvements are not just in the schedule preview itself, it is across the entire editor. So we're talking 2x faster load time on between preview renders, 5 times faster state updates in the edit panel, 10 times faster navigation between prefetched previews, and up to a 30x reduction in latency between edits and preview updates. Mamma mia! Oh, and we want to allow you plenty of time to get used to the new editor, which is why we are now allowing our users to switch back to the legacy UI if that's what you're used to. And that's the new schedules for you. So, one of the design changes, one of the under the hood changes that we've made, make this one of the biggest overhauls to schedules so far.
And we are really excited for you guys to try it out.
We are. Until next time.
Until next time.